Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a comparison of Hogwarts Legacy with LukeFZ's FSR3 frame generation mod installed between the Asus ROG Ally and the Lenovo Legion Go. I've tried to replicate the setup so all settings are the same. I've installed the stutter fix for Hogwarts Legacy into both, and I've produced a video on how to install the stutter fix into Hogwarts Legacy if you are experiencing that problem, and I'll link to that in the description below. Both devices are running at 30 watts TDP, and I'm going to go through each of the three resolutions that the devices have. Obviously they're slightly different resolutions, but it's still good to compare. And let's get into the game. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the settings. These should be the same, so it's windowed full screen. We're starting off at 1280 by 720. On the Lenovo we would be doing 800p. I've got NVIDIA DLSS and the DLSS upscale mode set to quality. No upscale sharpness, frame gen on, and we've got a field of view plus 20 on both. All these are off, and it's obviously faking the fact it's got an RTX 4090. I wish you could get that in a device this size and that it wouldn't burn you to bits. And then we've got custom low. Now I know that it's low across the board on the other one, so let's make it fair and change that to low as well. Okay, so we can see that they're both on the low preset, or will be. And ray tracing turned off. Let's apply those. I think I just... Sorry, it's a bit late for me. Low. Let's just confirm, yes, and how do I actually save them? User and apply, oh, there we are. It's hidden behind the... Okay, there we are, I think that's done it. So let's get into running around. Okay, that's better. I was about to say the frame rate was wrong. When I've done testing on the Lenovo Legion Go, we're up over 100 at 800p. Hopefully you can see that there's very little stuttering now. Both of these devices are running with 6 gig VRAM, and that seems to be the sweet spot for this game. I saw some issues when I went to 8 gig. And we're getting a very respectable 120 at times. Oh, there was a little stutter there, so it doesn't get rid of it entirely, but it's much improved.
A castle.
Okay, so let's switch it up resolution-wise. See if I can change it in the game, or if I have to do via Armory Crate. Yes, it's one of the ones I need to Armory Crate it. Okay, so 900p, and it's picked it up, so that's good. So let's get back into the game, pick up where we left off, move this over a little bit, and start running. So at 900p, we're sitting at about 90 frames per second. Tiny little stutter very occasionally. This is so much better than when I was testing on the Lenovo Legion Go the other day. But, you know, it's this smooth on the can't say it, the Legion Go. I love the random things you encounter when you're running around. Can anyone tell me when you get your broomstick, what level? I'm only 12. About to run along train tracks. Okay, let's run the other way for a change, and before we do so, let's up the resolution again. Let's go to 1080p and give it a little bit of time just to adjust. There we go, and let's run back. So doing pretty much the same thing. Wow, it's 80 frames per second. Going down to 70 odd, but still really nice. It feels like it's responding very well to key presses or button presses. Okay, so I think that gives you a good idea of how the mod performs, how smooth the game is with the stutter fix. And so coming up next, we'll do the same for the Lenovo Legion Go. I'll see you in a second. Let's just show the settings first off. Windowed full screen. 1280 by 800 is the starting resolution we're going to go with. We've got DLSS turned on and DLSS quality setting. No sharpness, and we've got frame generation turned on. Field of view 20, plus 20, not sure why, but let's leave it at that. And let's show the graphics options. So we're using the low quality preset. And this is just for simplicity's sake when comparing it with the ROG allies performance.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Okay, it's night time, but in fact, let me just try and bring the brightness up a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's run around. So here you can see we're hitting a really healthy frame rate. And because I've applied the stutter fix, I'll link to the video I've done on fixing the stutter in Hogwarts Legacy. We're not getting as many of the slight pauses or stutters, as I call them. But you can see we're well over 100. The game feels very responsive. Okay, so let's move up to the next highest resolution, and that's 1920 by 1200. Okay, let's so you can see that's had a massive effect on frame rates. And it's not very clear on the screen, I'm afraid, but it has improved the quality of the graphics a great deal as well. Or rather, it just looks better at higher resolution, because we are using the same graphics presets. Let's see if I can get onto a path. So I'm running this at 30 watts. This is the same as what we ran the game at on the Ally. I'm not going to do a breakdown of it unplugged. There will be a hit to the FPS obviously, but it's all still playable. And let's take it up to 1600p. Now I know in the video I did the other day, I said that this is playable, and I think it is, but it just feels a lot less smooth when you're turning, so I probably wouldn't play it at 1600. Your view may vary, but I just think 1200 seems to be the sweet spot for me in terms of really nice frame rate and, you know, reacts nicely. I don't know though, this does feel quite good. Okay, and that concludes the demonstration of LukeFZ's mod running on the Lenovo Legion Go. Thank you for watching.